Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing great today. Now in today's video, we're going to start by looking at number functions. Now if you cast your mind back to our previous lecture, we mentioned that number function is a part of the single row function that are available in your SQL. So today we are going to look at how to manipulate numbers using what is known as number functions. So let's start by looking at the query. If you look at the query on our screen, it says select round in bracket 10.5 from dual. Now what is dual? Dual is simply a dummy table that is resident in the Oracle database. So the first number function we'll be considering is the round. So what does this do? Very simple. It approximates your number. It approximates whatever value you have in your bracket. Okay, so let's execute this query and see what the output is. You can see we have 11. Okay, so what we simply did was round this number off to the nearest number, and our output gave us 11. Now these are simple mathematical expressions, okay, that I'm sure you are familiar with. So let's look at another example. Okay, so I have this query, select round 150.49 from dual. Let's execute this query and see what the output is like. You can see we have just 150. Now, it wasn't able to round off this number because the number after the decimal point is not up to 5. And then because we did not specify any decimal place, then it will round the number off without the decimal. But then again, let's look at another example. Let's say we have 10.48 and then we specify a decimal place. Let's execute and you see that we have 10.5. Now this is because we've been able to specify that this number should be rounded to one decimal place. So regardless of the fact that this is less than 5, this will round off and give 1 to this to make it 5. That's why we have this value here. So can we try one more example before we move on to the next number function? So let's do this. And then we leave it at 1 as it is. Execute. And then we still have 10.5 because we still said round it off to one decimal place. Now, what if I remove the 1 and then put 2? Execute. The same thing, we have 10.5. Okay, so the next number function we're going to look at is what is known as the trunc. Trunc is a short form for truncate. Okay, so look at the query on our screen. It says select trunc 10.6565 from dual. Now, what we are simply saying is truncate the value after the decimal point. So because we did not specify any value, because we did not specify any number for decimal places, it would truncate the entire numbers after the decimal point. We execute, and then you see that we have just 10. Okay, but what if we specify, let's say we rewrite this query to mean truncate after 2 decimal places. So if we execute this query, you see that we have 10.65. This remaining 65, was truncated. So the last number function we are going to look at for today is known as mod. Now, the mod function simply returns the remainder from dividing two numbers. Take, for example, the query on the screen. Now, we say select mod, and then in brackets, we have 15 and 2 from dual. Now, what this will do is it will divide 15 by 2 and then give off the remainder. Very simple. We'll execute this, and then you can see the value is 1. If you actually divide 15 by 2, what you get is the remainder of 1. 7 remainder 1. This is simple mathematics. Now, what if we change this number to 3? Let's execute this. Of course, you don't expect that we get a remainder because 15 divided by 3 is 5, remainder 0. So that's why we are having 0 here. So I hope this lecture was interesting to you. If it was, kindly like it and share it widely. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon. And I'll see you in my next video with another interesting topic. Bye for now.